Namaste. It would sound as it gives the impression that you are considering all of this to come to you in the world of the mind, in which you will be able to practice, like you're saying, positive thinking, or all of these, whatever methodologies you might have an attraction to, or at one time did and then felt now that you no longer do, but now you may be interested. These methodologies, in all due respect, as you're describing them, are mental. They are states of mind. Now, no state of mind can and will be lasting and dependable for providing you with a continuous and ongoing quality of peace, freedom, joy, and contentment. True peace, freedom, joy, and contentment only exist in the pure awareness of being, in the self, capital S. And when you were mentioning Ramesh Balsekar, talking about enlightenment in order to be the non-doer, when you abide in the pure awareness of being, there is no doing, there's only being. And the nature of being is peace, freedom, and joy. It's not mental. It's prior to the mind, prior to the body. It is that out of which the mind rises, and then the mind rising out of the pure being of the self and the utilizing the power of the self now creates the body, sustains the body, and maintains the body in the appearance of time and space, and gives rise then to all of the attainments or the desires to be to occur, to be accomplished, in order to incorrectly believe that that's the location of happiness, that the world is the location of happiness. The world is the location of pleasure. The realm of the mind is the realm of pleasure. It's not the realm of happiness. The mind operates by way of thought, and thought in duality is only dual. It's always only dual. Positive and negative, good and bad, righteous and unrighteous, you see. And we cannot have one without the other in the realm of the mind, in the realm of time and space. You cannot have one without the other. But when you return consciousness back to its purity, in the pure consciousness, it's indivisible. It's not divided. In it, there is no inner or outer, no right or left, no right or wrong. There is that out of which the mind rises, and now you have the benefit of the mind to use the mind, but you're not looking for the results of the mind. You're bringing the quality of pure being of the self into the world, not looking for the joys that we ordinarily look for in the world, from the world. You're not looking for it from the world. You're able to give it to the world. And it's bringing then joy, freedom, peace, prosperity, love, contentment, all of these qualities that we normally hope for from the world that are not in the world, but we bring them into the world and now can make them a part of the world by recognizing that self is the source of all of that. The self is the basis of all of that. And then the mind can be used with the power of the self to allow, through the doorway of being, into time and space, these qualities that one wants while living in the body. When you recognize, I use the word recognize by splitting it into again know, recognize, know again the true nature of the being that in fact we always already are, but we just don't recognize that we are, by withdrawing attention into the pure being of the self. It's not a matter of just going back there and visiting it occasionally. We withdraw the attention back into the pure awareness of being for the purpose of literally annihilating the tendency of the mind to externalize back into the world and live from the basis of the world as though the world is the basis of reality. The world is not the basis of reality. The waking state, there's three states: waking state, dream state, and sleep state. These three states of manifestation, but these three states occur in what is called the fourth state, Turiya. When you withdraw your attention from these three states into the fourth state in which they are occurring, just rotating, and you abide in this fourth state, you then neutralize once and for all, eventually, once and for all, the tendency of identifying with the three states. Now you know the three states are present, but they're not you. They're just states. You are the fourth state. You are the awareness in which they are occurring. And you remain in and as the awareness and function from the awareness. And then there is no longer any concern whatsoever about the negative aspects of the mind, for the mind has been neutralized from its tendency, its proclivity, its compulsion to externalize into the world. You can observe the world, you can see the world, you know the world is occurring, just like when you're in a dream. If you're having lucid dreaming, when you know you're dreaming and you're awake in the dream, and you know that you're dreaming, and the events that are occurring are nothing more than dream events. Well, in a similar sense, you know that in the waking state, that this is just a dream. And here you are experiencing persons, places, and things in this dream of manifestation, but this manifestation is a manifestation of the one being, the self, the pure being that you are. Everyone is a projection from you. Just like in the dream state, even though you're dreaming and you are one of the characters in the dream and you see the persons, places, and things and events that are occurring in the dream, they're really occurring in you. Now, you don't know that ordinarily until you wake up from the dream. Now you know that they are occurring in you. But while the dream was going on and you were identified with the character that you are in the dream, as the character in the dream, you see these other characters in the dream, other people, persons, situations, and things that are occurring in the dream, and you don't recognize them as being actually aspects of you that are created out of the very substance of you, the self that you are. Well, in the waking state, when you awaken, you recognize that everyone that is in your waking dream is likewise just an aspect of you. The entire world is just an aspect of you. Now, we, until this awakening into the realization of being occurs, we incorrectly assume that we are the body living in time and space. The body is taken to be the self we are, but the body is not the self. The body is a vehicle in time and space. When you, for example, came to India from America, you perhaps had the notion that I am going to India and that I am now here in India, while in this waking state, the I is identified with the body as though the body is I, is me, is who I am. But the truth of the matter is, you didn't come to India. You were already in India. You just brought your body here. And when you return home, you're already home. You're just going to take your body home. When I say home and India, all places in the world are in the one awareness of being that we all are. No matter where you go, there you are. Because you are the pure awareness in which everything is occurring. The body and the mind and everything. That's the awakened realization. So let me say that in this waking dream, you are creating Ramana, sharing all this with you.